Welcome to the Real Board Loft. I'm Trip Forman, and today we're going to talk about Roger Hinds in Surftech Construction, but we're going to start this specific story about the Roger Hinds Dream Fish that he made for me, hand-shaped PU poly and all hand-built by Roger, one set of hands, because this is really where the whole story begins, is in a board that he made and then riding a board that Surftech made of his design and kind of comparing the two. So this is my own personal Dream Fish, and this is, I think this is like a 6'8". Yeah, it's like a 6'8", really foiled on the rails. I mean, you can see how foiled out this thing is. It's really pulled down. Keeps its thickness through the center line, and then also has a wider swallowtail. Dream Fish meaning like it's got the speed when you need it, but it also has the ability to go more vertical when you want to, compared to a normal fish. Now the Dream Fish it's part fish, part shortboard, part like super high powered like tail. This, like, it's got a massive gas pedal back here, and it just has the ability to get into the wave early and create a ton of speed down the line. I was riding these with the Tyler Warren twin plus trailer in this board, which you'll also see that same fin set on the Fusion HD Surftech version of it. And it's just it has a lot of horsepower underneath your back foot and a lot of get up and go and the ability to make a lot of speed. Super lively and really fast. The thin rails make the board easy to get on rail quickly up high in the wave and also control speed, like when you are going really fast. And I found this board, compared to a lot of other fish designs, like the ability to break like the linear, I'm just going this way, and the ability to go more vertical than a standard anything that has like a fish in its name. So really good all around board. A really good, I would say, travel board if you're going to softer points, like a place where you're like kind of building speed, or like where it's not necessarily like tubing its face off. And you want to have like a good board that has like a really wide range of use and performance. This would also be an awesome board to add to your quiver. But I'd say the biggest thing that I notice in this board is that it gets its ease and its performance from the outline, like basically from the plan shape and the rocker, rather than the actual amount of foam. Like, it's not this giant corky thing that like bellies you out of the water and like helps you into waves. It's the ease of the rocker into the wave, from the flat rocker into the wave. And then it's also the width of the tail that helps you create speed. And then it's the thinness of the rails that help you engage in the wave wherever you want to, and then also control that speed when it gets in the higher, like when you're really hauling ass. Fin wise, you can ride these boards with up to 6'8". You can ride it with either a dedicated twin, and that would be more of a like performance twin, like an MR style twin. You can use it with a quad, or you could use it with a thruster, or you could use it with a twin plus a trailer. And for all sizes up to 6'8", you can use any of those fin setups. Beyond 6'8", you have to choose what fin setup you want to use, and a lot of them start falling off the table because the geometry of the board is such that you have to, like, everything would get too spread out and it would be too much of a compromise to try and make it work on all those. So Roger really advises, once you go 6'10" or above, you have to kind of decide what fin setup you want to use on it. And again, like for me, I rode this board and also the Surftech with thrusters, with quads, with twin plus trailers, and with a twin. I liked all of them, they all worked. I settled on a twin plus a trailer on this board as my favorite. So talking a little bit about, it's kind of a long intro. So talking a little bit about the Fusion HD. So here is the Surftech, and we talked about that board quite a bit. Now we're gonna talk about the Surftech, and you're seeing obviously the same design, the same shape. And if anything, this is even a little bit more refined because it's about another year down the road with design. And we've got thinner rails, you know, compared to what you would normally see on a board this size. So this board is a 6'6" at 42.6. I think that's a 6'8" at about 44, 45. So this board's a little bit smaller. It has Fusion HD construction. which is an EPS core with epoxy resin, fiberglass, very, very durable as far as keeping the deck of the board together, and also very lively underneath your feet. This board's lighter, size per size, than a PU poly, and it's also, over time, that Fusion HD construction will hold up better on the deck because it's built to hold up better underneath your feet. And there's different types of durability that sometimes people get confused about, especially when you mention the word epoxy. Everybody gets really confused. But the durability in this board is focused on the deck durability holding together at a lighter weight build, and it's also focused on retaining the performance flex over the life of the board so that the board doesn't go flat like a wet noodle. So that's really where this is focused on, more so than when you look at the Renaissance longboards that has epoxy tough-like construction, which is more focused on ding durability, like as if you accidentally drop the board on the ground. So for fin setup on the Dream Fish, you can ride this board thruster, quad, twin, or twin plus trailer. On this board, I wrote it all of those different setups. When you're using the twins, you want to use more of a vertical twin, more of like what we call an MR style twin. But for thruster, for quad, for the twin plus trailer, they all work. Everybody has their preferences. For me and the waves that I was riding it in, I found the twin plus trailer to kind of be the best of all worlds on this board, but people have different preferences and kind of what fins that they like. So, but I found this thing to be like really, really lively, super fast down the line, just like my hand-shaped Roger Hinds, a ton of gas pedal underneath the back foot. Like you could really feel the board light up just with the area and the flatness of the rocker, that it really wants to get up and go. And then again, the other thing that you really notice when you're holding the board is just how thin this thing is on the rails compared to what it says in the center. So this board is 2 7/8 thick for a 6.6, but the rails on this board are like thinner than a 2.5, probably even closer to like 2 3/8 as far as like what it is on the rail. And that gives you the ability to engage the rail higher up on the wave, like not be falling down to the bottom of the wave and getting lipped. It also allows you to like put more of the rail in the water, like when you're really carving out turns, and then also control speed, like when you're really get this thing going. So really, really impressive. Roger Hinds Dream Fish in Fusion HD epoxy construction. And to sum it up, they've done what they wanted to do. I mean, I think Roger's really, really happy with these. We have been as well. I mean, from the initial, like kind of right out of the box impression, which is like as a customer, what you would see the first time you got one, we were blown away at the quality on them, and just the overall look of the shape and just the feel like of this thing underneath your arm is awesome. But the performance and the durability, like over time, we've had these boards on the water for a few months now, and they're holding up, and everybody that rides them really, really likes them. And so, yeah, we're stoked. So Roger Hinds times Surftech. If you have any questions on the Roger Hinds Surftech Dream Fish, you can always give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000, or look us up online, realwatersports.com/surfing. Thanks for tuning in.